different kinds of emergency kits or evacuation kits are really important for you at all types of year. This particular one is one that you would take when you actually do evacuate, and you're going to find some basic things in it that you find in one that you would need if you were going to shelter in place. First of all, notice that it's portable. It's in an old suitcase. You could use an old duffel bag, an old sports bag. You're going to do one of these for each member of your family, so it only needs to be big enough for you. If you've got kids, they each need to have their own backpack or their own little wheelie bag. Now, there's several things that you're going to want to have inside. One is water, because that's going to be something that's going to be hard to come by. You want things in here that you're going to be able to just grab the case and run with it. A couple of things you'll add to it at the last minute would be maybe prescription medicines that need to be in the refrigerator, and your cell phone and the charger that goes with that. Water is a definite plus. Also in here, notice I've got my emergency plan. It's got the names of my family, phone numbers for people, addresses, where we're going to meet if we can't go back to our home, either it's gone from a tornado or it's flooded and we can't access it or whatever reason. We have places to meet in town as well as away. We also have contacts far away. You may want to consider storing emergency things or permanent things like deeds for your house, insurance policies, things like that, electronically, and beam them up to the cloud so that you have access to them when you're not at home. Also, in here I've got some other things that I think I may need. Now, your kit is going to be different. I figure I'm going to need a towel. Good chance it's going to be raining, or I can sit on it, or I can wrap up in it. Also, I've got a sweatshirt. You're going to want to change your clothes that you put in here every year about when you change the batteries in your smoke detector, when the daylight saving time starts and stops. This is my summer kit. I've got a bit of old sweatshirt, old hat, batteries for the things that I'm going to have. Now, it's important that you have fresh batteries that you change, but only put in those that will work with the equipment that you're putting in here. I also have an emergency radio. This particular one will charge a phone if it's your kind of phone, so don't plan on it necessarily. It also has a flashlight. Just in case that battery runs down, it also has a crank on it, but I've got another battery too, or another flashlight, which is what those other batteries were for. Have at least one change of clothes, maybe two. I figure I can wash the ones I have on, so I've only got one in here right now. Enough food for 3 days. Enough water at least to get you started. The problem with carrying enough water for 3 days is water is really, really heavy. You're also going to want to have some toiletries, things like toilet paper, toothbrushes, medicines, as I mentioned, first aid kit, and then different kinds of food. I've got peanut butter in here since I don't have allergies. I've got breakfast bars, dried fruit, those kinds of things are the things I'm going to in here. I'm assuming I'm not going to be able to cook. Now remember, this is a kit for if you're actually evacuating. This is something you can grab and go. Always have it ready. Have one ready for each of your family members. Remind them not to unpack it. But you may be able to shelter in place, and for that you're going to have to pack a different kind of kit.